My client destroyed paradise in one afternoon and called me at midnight expecting good press. Day one on the job, and I already knew this was going to be a problem. By day 3, we were in court. I had a 12-point defense strategy. Solid. Airtight. My client walked in, put on a pair of spectacles, and smiled at the jury. I have never felt more alone in my professional life. So there I am, outside the gates, on hold with Heaven's PR department. And my client is right next to me looking like he just won something. I called a press conference. Biggest mistake of my career. My client showed up, got on the table, and the whole room lost their minds. I'm holding a no further questions sign. Nobody cares. Nobody. It's midnight. I've got 17 damage control strategies on this desk. My client, the one who caused all of this, is in the corner, asleep, on a cushion, snoring. Then Heaven took us to court. The apple was Exhibit A. My client showed up wearing spectacles like he was an innocent professor. I wanted to quit on the spot. I took the statement to the public, stood on a platform, read every word perfectly. The crowd walked straight past me and formed a line to take pictures with my client. He wanted a campaign, something that reframed the whole thing. I designed 17 posters. He approved exactly one. It said, "He was just asking questions." I stared at it for 20 minutes. Strategy 14, go straight to the top. I stood outside that door for 45 minutes. My client, the one with zero fear of anything, was hiding behind my legs. Suddenly, we're a team. We got the meeting. I presented the full damage control proposal. 14 pages. Professional. Thorough. He looked at it, looked at the apple, looked at my client flat on the floor trying to disappear, and said nothing. Just nothing. We walked out of that office with nothing. No deal, no forgiveness, no statement. My client looks at me, tail wagging, like he's waiting for good news. I had no good news. I had a crumpled proposal and a headache. We ended up in a tavern, me and the client. First time he actually looked at me like he felt something. He nudged my scroll back toward me. I don't know what that meant, but it was the nicest thing he'd done since I took this job. 3 weeks later, my client was famous, not infamous. Famous. They were selling golden snake figurines in the marketplace. Children were wearing snake costumes. He walked through that crowd like he owned it. And technically, he kind of did. Eventually, they called an official inquiry. Me and my client, side by side, in front of an angel journalist. She asked him directly, "Why did you do it?" He put on his spectacles, looked her dead in the eye, and said absolutely nothing. That evening, I stood on a balcony above the city, watched the people below living their lives. Every single one of them, shaped by one afternoon in a garden they never even saw. My client stood beside me. Neither of us said a word. For once, that felt right. Next morning, I sat back down at my desk. Blank scroll, new quill. The snake figurine they were selling in the marketplace, sitting right there on the corner of my desk. I don't know why I bought it. Maybe because after everything, he was still my client, and I still had a job to do. The scroll was barely dry. New client. Referred by my last one, apparently. I looked up. There was a goat, wearing a crown, sitting in my client chair, looking at me like I was already hired. The snake figurine on my desk, I swear, was smiling. I picked up my quill, and I started writing.